Hello dear students, how are you? I wish all of you will be healthy and safe. So students, in this video, I will tell you some problems related to list. Okay, so let's start. Write a program to find the largest number in a list. Okay, you have a list and what you have to do, you have to find the maximum, the largest number in the list. Okay, so first you should understand the logic. For example, you have a list like this, and here I have some elements. Okay, so first of all, I'll assume that the first element of this list is the largest element. Okay, then after I will check the one by one each element and I will compare one by one. Whenever I get the greater number from this position, then it will become your largest number. Now let's see. For example, your largest number equals to, okay, so the first zeroth index number is 56. So here I am assuming that my first number is the largest number. Then after I will check this number to the next number. If this number is the largest number, so here I am assuming here the largest number is 56. Okay, so I'll check this 52 is greater than 56, no. 15 is greater than 56, no. 89 is greater than 56, yes. So in this case the 89 will be the largest number, but my list is not finished now. So now I will check 89 to the next number. So 452 is the greater than 89, yes. Now the largest number will become 452. Okay, okay, now next element is 555. So now 555 is greater than 452, yes. So now largest number will be 555. For example, if you have one number more like this, so like 10, so 10 is greater than this number, no. So in this case the largest number will be 555. So I will use this logic. Okay, now the first, here I am assuming that my first number is the largest number, so I will use the for loop. For I in my list, okay, if I'll check if I is greater than largest, then my largest will be I. Okay, simple. And print is with the print statement, largest number equals to, it will be largest. Okay, program. Now you will see the largest number is 555. If I change my value, this, now run your program, now you can see the largest number is 890. Okay, so this is the way to find out the largest number in a list. Okay, so let's move to the next problem. So in the next problem, what you have to do, you have to find the sum and average of all elements in a list. Okay, so in a list you have some integers, some floating point numbers. What you have to do, you have to find the sum and average also. Okay, so how can we find the sum? So we will use a for loop here. So here I will use a variable sum equals to 0. Initial value of sum will be 0, and write down sum equals to sum plus what? I. Simple. Okay, the one by one I am iterating the value. In the first iteration I will get 56, and it will be 0 plus 56. The next element will be 52. Now it will return 56 plus 52 and so on. Okay, and write down the message here. Sum of all elements of the list. Okay, it will be sum. Now run your program, and you can see the sum of all elements of the list is 2075. Okay, here you can use the input keyword also to take the number from the user. Let's see how. It's very simple. Okay, use here the input keyword, write down the list keyword, list, and write down input, write down the message here, enter the numbers. Okay, and what you have to use split keyword. Okay, well, whenever you use this statement, your numbers will be in string form, so you have to change each number into integer. So here what you have to do, you have to convert it into integer. Okay, otherwise it will raise an error. Okay, so now, so it will perform the calculation over integers numbers. Now from your program, okay, now it will ask for the numbers. So write down your numbers, for example this. Okay, so here you are free to input any numbers. Okay, the sum of all elements will be 447. Okay, so next we have to find out the average. Okay, so how can we find out the average? It's very simple. The average equals to, average will be equals to sum of all numbers divided by number of elements. So how can we find the number of elements? It's very simple, to using the by using the len function. Okay, use the len function and pass the object, that is list. Okay, now print your average, print average of the list. Right, simple. Average of the list equals to, write down average. Run your program. Now enter the numbers. For example, enter the numbers 56, 23, 45, 85, 34, 96, and so on. Okay, so here you are seeing your sum of all elements of the list, and you are getting the average of the list also. Okay, students, so in this way you can find the average of the elements of the given list. Okay, let's move to the next problem. So in the next problem, you have to find the sum of even positioned elements in a list. Okay, so here you have a list. Okay, so now this is the 0th index, this is the 2nd index, this is the 4th index, this is the 6th index. What you have to do, you have to find the sum of even positioned element. Okay, now so how can we find the even position? Using looping. Okay, so here find out the size of the list. Here size will be, sorry, to find the size of the list you have to use a len function. Okay, so len function will return the size of the list, number of elements in the list. Okay, so now you for loop for in range, because you have to check the even position. That's why I am finding the length of the list. So for I in what? I in range, and you have to pass the parameter. It will start from 0, so maximum limit will be the size, and it will take the step 2. Okay, from 0 it will initially it will take the 0th position. After that it will take the 2nd position, then 4th, 6th, 8th, 10th, and so on. Okay, and here you will find the sum equals to, what is the problem? Find sum. Okay, we have to find the sum equals to sum plus what? Find the list of ith position element. What you will get? You will get the element of ith position. Ith means starting. The initial value of I will be 0, so it will retrieve the value of 0th position. You will get the element like 56. Okay, whichever value you have passed. Okay, so find the sum. There is no need of average here. Okay, the sum of all elements on given position. Okay, it's not a new program. So enter the number, for example 23, 55. Okay, What is the error? Sum equals to L plus I for unsupported temp. Okay. What is okay? So here is the problem. You have not converted the number into integer. That's why it is raising the error. Okay, you have to convert it into integer because here you are using the string. Okay, by default it will take a string, so you have to convert it into integer. Okay. Enter the number. Now sum of all even position number will be this. Now add 25, 2500, sorry 50, or 50 plus 54 will be 104. Okay students. Now, so next problem is to count the even numbers in a list. You have a list, in a list you have some numbers, so you have to count the even numbers. Okay, a simple problem. So there is no need of this. So write down there, take a variable count. Okay, so count will be equals to, initially it will be 0 because you have no number. So now use the for loop for I in f. One by one you will take each item. Okay, so you have to pass it I if I modulus 2 equals to 0, then it will increase the value of count. The count should be equals count plus equals to 1. It means count equal to count plus 1. But there is a problem. Here you will get I in string form, but this operator will work on integer. So what you have to do, you have to convert it into integer. Okay, convert it into integer. Okay, and then print the value of count. Sorry, print number count. Sorry, counting of even numbers equals to what will be count. Okay, now run your program. Enter the numbers. Okay, so how many even numbers we have? We have 3 even numbers. The result will be 3. Should be 3. The counting of even numbers equals to 3. Okay. So let's move to the next problem. Write a program to print the elements of a list in reverse order. Okay. So how can we print a string in reverse order? To print any string in reverse order, we use string slicing. Okay, string indexing. So string colon -1. So in this way you find the reverse of the string. Okay, similarly we will get the reverse of the list also, because indexing and slicing works both similarly for string and list. Okay, so using this statement you will get the number of items. Okay, so how can we print the list in reverse order? It's very simple. Use the print keyword and list. Okay, and use colon -1, same as we use in string. Okay, so now run your program. Now enter the numbers like this. Okay, now you are seeing that your list is in reverse order. Okay, you can see the 28 is on the last position. Now it is on first position. The 45 is on the first position. 45 is on the last position. Okay, so using this statement you can reverse your list. So student, enough for this session. Okay, I hope you have understood something about the list. Okay, so in the next video I will cover the functions related to list. So thank you students, have a nice day, be healthy, be safe.